Skull and Bones. Burke Black here, all right? Pirate guy, okay? So, the first thing I want to say, if you've already made up your mind about Skull and Bones, that it sucks and you're not into it, there is no reason for you to continue watching this. Nothing I'm about to say is going to change your mind. So you might as well just move on, okay? But if you're thinking in your mind, you know, I'm very curious. I want to know if this is what the game actually is, okay? I'm not here to sell it on you or nothing. I'm just going to give it to you exactly what the game is, all right? Now, I'm going to use Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones as an example here because people keep comparing the two games, but they are vastly different from each other, okay? They're not really the same. The only thing they share is pirates and boats, and that's it, okay? Sea of Thieves, you're the person. The person goes around and operates things. Like the person gets on the boat and man the cannon. They trim the sails. They jump in the water and swim around. You're the person in Sea of Thieves. On here, you're the boat. I know you see a man there. That's just fluff. In this game, you are the boat. That's what you are. You control every aspect of this boat, okay? And I'll show you here in just a minute, but you are the ship. There is nothing else with this aspect of the game other than coming onto these islands like this, you know, picking up this, dumping some treasure in there, or, you know, picking up a quest, buying stuff from this guy, turning in other quests, exploring the island, digging up some treasure. That's it, okay? There's no combat with the avatar. There's no anything else beyond that. You can look cool. You can stand here and have your mates in front of you and seeing other people and be like, hey, yeah, you look cool. All right, let's get to our boat. Because this game is a boat game. It is fast-paced, sailing, action, arcade, boat combat. That's this game 110%, okay? So there's no... The avatar aspect is cool. It's nice little fluff, but it is not the game. It's best to just move on from the whole avatar aspect. When you talk about Skull and Bones, this is what you're talking about right here. The sailing. Taking your ship out, exploring the East Indian Ocean, I believe it's called. It's got third person. It's got...
Catch the wind, Fred. Eat your fill.
Yeah, it's got... where's that? Trying to get to there. It is. It's got first person, so if you want to play it like this, you can. No problem. You can go up into the crow's nest and look around for what you're trying to find. You fight ships. You fire. I got rear mortars there. I got side cannons that I blast. I have torpedoes. Yes, I have torpedoes. Because this game's a little fantastical, a little bit, you know, a little bit of fantasy in here. There's ghost ships, there's sea monsters, you know, there's other goofy stuff like that. The actual playing of this in the combat sense, like the action of the game, it's fun because it's just, you know, it's the same stuff you played in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you know, where it's the boat combat was very action oriented. It wasn't simulation based, you know, it's not trying to be like, you know, this is the most realistic sailing game. You know, it's 100% focused on just the fun arcade of just going out there and sailing and getting into trouble, right? If your ship sinks, it respawns. It might cost you some gold. And then also your ship's health bar will take a hit and you got to go back to port to repair that. Lots of customization, you know. You can make the boat look all kinds of crazy ways. Not like Atlas, where you could, like, you know, put some goofy stuff, build it in certain ways. It is halls that they sell you, and then you can decorate the halls by collecting various knickknacks throughout the world, okay? And the world, as you can see, is, you know, I mean, it's fairly vast. You know, this is part of the beta is not available. You know, they're obviously not showing it all to us, but this is the coast of Africa right here, and then there's the East Indies over there, and it's all in between. But you can see the size is fairly large, you know, so I'm right here. That's an island there. This is an island over here. So when I come over here and I look, you can see, you know, they're not, you know, there's some distance there. So sailing, you know, but the sailing is pretty fast. You know, it's not like you're going incredibly slow. It's just based around the fun action of the game. Okay, so fairly large in this sense. Yes, there's PvP, but it's opt-in PvP. Okay, so that means like a treasure map might pop over here. It'll be red. It'll be marked as PvP. You will know that it's PvP. You have to click and join it. When you do, you're marked for PvP. You get into battle with other players to pick up that treasure, go over here, dig it up. Again, no avatar combat, but once you get to the port, you basically have won because they can't stop you once you're in the port, once you're at the avatar. You dig up the treasure, and sometimes that might have some legendary stuff to it, like, legendary cannons or, different style of loot, there is definitely a tier list on this because I have, gray, common cannons, and then there's green ones, and then there's, different color sets according to that. It all just depends on what you're doing and what you're trying to customize. There's even flamethrowers for these ships. Ghost ships, sea monsters, raid convoys, raid forts. What else was there? Raid shipping lanes, stuff like that, because you're constantly looking for, your pirates. So you're trying to find their loot. If I can get over here and show you that. I got like the most basic spyglass in the game, so it takes me a minute to get to anywhere. So I can actually. This is awkward. There we go. But there's like the loot that the ship could potentially have or actually has or whatever. So you pirate this stuff and then you get that stuff. Of course, boarding is a cutscene. Now, if that bothers you, this ain't your game. So that's not going to change. But from their logic, it's an online game. It's meant, you're taking the time to board a ship and have like the Black Flag style of combat while you're online being shot at from other core sources. Didn't exactly plan out the way they wanted it to. Do I wish it was there? Sure, yeah. Is it an absolute, I can't play it now because of that? Nah, not really. That's Skull and Bones. It is releasing on the 13th. So, you have fun? Great. If not, hope this was informative for you.